Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited for today's video. It is going to be my June update for my whole collection, Project Pan. This project was created by Becky Loves Kanga, and I was inspired to do this after watching my friend Emily from Emily and Max do this. I've had so much fun over the years doing the whole collection, Project Pan. If you are new to this project, it is essentially a roulette style project where every single item in my makeup collection is itemized on a spreadsheet. It is rolling style, and I randomly generate and work on 10 different products at a time. I do have 4 products I'll be rolling out today. One is because I've lost a product and don't know if I'm gonna find it. It's the second month where I keep thinking I'm gonna find it and I can't find it. And then I have 3 other products that I have hit my goal on. So if you guys are interested in my update, my progress, all of the things, stay tuned. First, if you have yet to subscribe to my channel and you like project planning content or just chit-chatting about makeup, I would love if you would consider subscribing before moving on. And other than that, let's get into the update. I actually think I got sunburnt today, which I'm like very disappointed in myself for not sunscreening hard enough, but it's okay because I'm just very happy to be basking in some summer sun. All right, you guys, I'm going to go in order that I rolled in these products. By the way, all of the information about this project will be in the description box down below. There are so many other people currently participating in this project. The creator of this project will be linked down below. Just check the description box for all of the info. But we're gonna go in order of the products that have been in the longest. So we are gonna start with my Patrick Ta Blush Duo in She's So LA. I rolled this in the introduction, so this will be the 6th month that I'm working on this duo. I actually worked on this, I believe last year. It was rolled in right away in January. And I'm working on the powder part of this duo. I gave myself a goal of reaching for this a total of 20 times. I had reached for it 13 times as of the last update, and I only reached for it an additional 3 times, putting me at 16 out of my 20 uses. So I have 1 more month to go. I refuse for this to be in another month. So this weighed 89 grams when I rolled this in. It weighed 88 grams last update. It weighs 88 grams today. I'm gonna use this 4 times and then I'm ready to put this away for a while. My Dior Forever Skin Glow was also rolled in during the introduction. I need to like let this settle and mark a new line. When I rolled this in, this was over halfway, maybe like I still had like 2/3 of the product left. I've been really like hit or miss consistent with this, but I have reached for this quite a bit since like the last update. I've been mixing this a lot with my Rare Beauty foundation, which is way too light for me, and then this has not matched me except for now that I have a burn. This maybe will match me. But this weighed 133 grams at the introduction, 129 grams last update. It weighs 127 grams today. So there is definitely some weight movement or weight change. And like I said, I need to let this settle so I can mark a new line marking. My goal is to finish this off. This is one of my favorite foundations of all time. I know they have reformulated. I absolutely will be purchasing and trying the reformulated version after I finish this off, but my goal is to empty this one out. This is another one that has been in since the introduction, but I'm very happy to report that my Lancome holiday palette with the 3 highlights has a fresh new pan in it. So I already had pan in the shade Frosted Rosé, but I have now hit pan in the shade Sparkling Peach. I hope you can see the pan. It's not quite as significant as this one. I am very, very excited to finally have a pan in this shade. This is something I do anticipate I will still continue to reach for from time to time, especially this summer. I just think this is a really, really stunning like peachy gold shade, and I could see myself using it as like a highlighter on my shoulders. I would love to eventually hit pan on Gilded Gold as well and have 3 pans throughout this palette, but I'm really excited to have a pan on this and get to roll this out. So at the introduction, this one weighed 94 grams and it still weighs 94 grams, so no weight change. But we do have a new pan to add to the collection. Next up, I have my e.l.f. lipstick, my e.l.f. Cream Sheen lipstick in the shade Cream. My e.l.f. Seriously Satin lipstick in the shade Cream. I gave myself a goal of reaching for this 10 times. This is a very nude shade. As of the last update, I had reached for this 7 of those 10 times, and I did reach for this an additional 3 times, putting me at my 10 out of 10 uses. I actually might add a little bit to this look to just make it a little bit more nude. Yeah, okay, now we're looking so nude. This always happens to me. Why do I do this? I feel like I look absolutely insane now. Hold on. Hopefully we can save this with a little bit of gloss, make it a little less crazy. All right, that's gonna have to work. So this weighed 10 grams when I rolled this in. It weighed 10 grams last update, and it does weigh 9 grams today. As you can see, there has been some line movements or some movement with like my markings. Nothing super significant, but I will continue to reach for this. I do love me a good nude lip, so I think I will reach for this on its own, and I'm very happy to have gotten some use on that. I especially love nude lips in the summertime, so I do feel like I still will continue to reach for that. Next up, another product that will be rolling out is my LYS concealer. This is the Triple Fix Full Coverage Brightening Concealer. So I rolled this in pretty much right after I purchased it, and I gave myself a goal of reaching for this 30 total times. As of the last update, I was at 17. As of the last update, I was at 13 out of those 30 uses, and I did reach for this an additional 18 times, putting me at 31 out of my 30 uses, which I'm super excited about. When I rolled this in, this weighed 39 grams. It weighed 38 grams last update, and it still weighs 38 grams today. So not really any weight change, and because this is so fresh and so new, I never marked a line on it because I really couldn't see one. Holding it up to the light, I'm like, I really can't tell where I would mark something for this either, but I'm really excited that a new product in my collection got 30 uses right away, because sometimes I feel like my new products I'll like use a few times and then they just like get pushed aside because I'm trying to like pan so many things. So I really enjoyed this concealer. I still really like it. It's really nice and thin, and I think I will continue to still reach for this. I am still trying to pan my Hourglass concealer in my Rolling Project 10 pan for the year. I'll be so happy when that's done. This is a little bit darker than I typically like, but I do like mixing this with my Hourglass one as well. So I think I'll continue to reach for this, and I do really like this concealer. I have this ColourPop single. This came out of, I believe, the ColourPop Perception palette, and I did give myself a goal, I'm an idiot, of hitting pan on this. This is what this is looking like. I don't know that I reached for this any more than maybe one time since the last update. This weighed 2 grams when I rolled it in, 2 grams last update, still weighs 2 grams today. So we do a mid-year refresh, which will be the next update, where you can choose to roll anything out at that time without any sort of like consequence, if you will, and this is definitely something I think I'm gonna roll out. Like, I just do not see myself reaching for this enough to hit pan. I don't feel motivated or inspired really to hit pan, but I think I will try and reach for this at least another like 4 to 5 times by the next update. That would be a good goal for me. So next up would be my Lisa Eldridge liquid highlight. I cannot find that, and I'm so devastated because that is like my favorite liquid highlight. I brought that with me traveling for work, and I just truly cannot find it. I hope that it pops up somewhere, but as of right now, it's lost. So I will be rolling something else in to replace that, as well as not rolling something else in to replace, but my Fenty Hot Chocolate little gloss bomb rolled in last update, and that is currently sitting at my desk at work, but I really needed to get this video filmed. I am traveling again for work, so I'm trying to get some pre-filming done. I will just include the weight change on that. I'm sure there's probably no weight change. I'm still working on that lip gloss. If I didn't say, it's the Fenty Hot Chocolate lip gloss. It's really beautiful for this time of year, but I feel like I have a lot of other lip glosses that I'm working on. I'm hoping 2 more months of progress on that, and I'll have that as an empty. I have panned quite a few Fenty gloss bombs in my day, so I'm hoping 2 more months and I'll have that rolled out. My Kosas Tropic Equinox duo also rolled in last update, and I forgot to weigh this last update, which I'm so upset about, but I do have pictures, so I will include those pictures right now of the change. So within this product, I was working on this side right here. As you can see, I do have a new pan in this duo, but it's not on the side that my goal is to hit pan on. I was actually hoping I was going to hit pan on this today. I do have this on my cheeks, and I have actually the Patrick Ta powder on top of that. And I guarantee you guys, I'm gonna reach for this tomorrow and hit pan on this. Like, I'm so close, I can tell, but I'm so glad that this rolled in, because I forgot how much I freaking love this highlight. Like, I want to, first of all, I would love actually, maybe for my Partners in Cream, I'm gonna roll this duo in like after I hit pan on this to try and like finish up a side, even though I feel like that would be a very long haul sort of product. But I love this duo. For days that I'm like running late to work, that I still want to wear makeup but nothing too like glamorous, I've been so in love with this. Seriously, if you've been considering the Kosas Tropic Equinox, like, I just highly recommend. It's so beginner friendly for like a cream duo. I'm obsessed. So happy that rolled in. I did weigh this now, so this weighs 56 grams now, but I don't have a weight from last update. I do apologize. And then finally, the last product that I rolled in last update was a blush from my Lorac Shine Bright face palette, which this has also been in this project before as something. A lot of these products like this, my Hourglass quad, which I was working on, as well as this Patrick Ta Duo, have already been in a whole collection project pan. I have so many makeup items itemized on my spreadsheet. It's just very odd that I feel like I keep getting the same products year after year. But I did roll in a different shade. So I'm currently working on the shade Blossom in this blush palette, and it's such a neutral, wearable shade that I did give myself a sort of hefty goal of reaching for this. There it is right there. It's so beautiful. A heftier goal of reaching for this 25 times. I have reached for this 5 times since the last update. I feel like I've been working on so many other blushes throughout my projects that I just have neglected this a little bit. But I'm excited to see what the progress photos look like. I'm sure there really won't be any progress, but for some reason I'm excited to look at that. And I feel like I will have more use on this next month. So more than 5 uses I anticipate I'll reach for this more than 5 times throughout the month of June, because I really enjoyed reaching for this the few times that I did. Plus I feel like I could top like a shimmerier blush on top if I wanted to. Like I can have fun mixing with that. So I also didn't weigh this last update, but I did weigh this. So this weighs 118 grams now, but I don't have a previous weight to compare it to. So we are going to be rolling out the Lancome highlighting palette, the LYS concealer, as well as the e.l.f. lipstick. And then like I said, my Lisa Eldridge liquid highlight is nowhere to be found. So there are 4 new products that we are going to be rolling in. So I'm gonna go grab my phone so we can randomize 4 new products. Okay, so my only rules are that I don't want to work on any more than 2 from the same category at a time, but I don't think I have anything that I'm like doubled up on right now, so we should be good at least in the beginning of this randomization. And then I currently have 692 products in my spreadsheet, which is pretty up to date. It's not like 100% accurate. If you guys missed it, I did do like a birthday Ulta/Sephora haul, and I feel like I'm missing a few products, but I'll be having the update for my makeup inventory very soon, so it's close enough to being updated. Okay, so we are going to randomly generate 4 numbers. We get number 71, 610, 67, and 419. Okay, 71, let's go all the way to the top. Number 71 is going to be the Catrice Poreless Blur Primer. Okay, I'm currently working on a poreless primer in my Partners in Cream project, but that's okay. I was actually just thinking through like products that I was interested in panning soon. I think this is actually in my products that I wanted to pan this year, so that's good. Okay, then number 610 is going to be a single shadow out of one of my Z palettes. Interesting. Okay, so that will be the second single eyeshadow that I'm working on. So that means if we roll in another single eyeshadow, we will have to re-roll. Next up, we have number 67. Scrolling up, number 67 is going to be my First Aid Beauty, hyaluronic. How does this always happen? That I roll in products that I either like recently finished up or I'm working on in other projects, but that is my First Aid Beauty Hyaluronic Hydrating Primer, which I actually literally just finished up in my rolling project 10 pan, so I'll have to re-roll for that one. But number 419 is 419. This is gonna be a lip product. 419 Dose of Colors Happy Hour. Oh, that is a lip gloss from Dose of Colors. Okay, I can handle that. Happy Hour. Interesting. I'm wondering which one that is. I think that's like a white shimmery gloss, which I'm kind of nervous about, but that's okay. Okay, so then we need to roll another number, and we get number 339. I don't know if I showed that. 339, which is gonna be another lip product, I believe, which we can't work on another gloss because I have my Fenty Gloss Bomb. So let's see. Rare Beauty Nearly Neutral, which is a gloss, right? No, oh, that's a blush. Yikes. Okay, well, that's fine. I'm gonna go grab all of these products and I will be right back. All right, you guys, I have the products ready to share with you. So up first, we have the Catrice Prime and Fine Poreless Blur Primer, the Goodbyes Pore Primer. Let's see where we're at. Okay. Maybe just like a little bit under this line. Like we probably are maybe right here is where I'll end up marking it. Pretty full. I do want to give myself a goal of finishing this up, even though I think it's going to take me some time, especially because I am currently trying to pan my Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer. And so these two, obviously I won't be using at the same time. They'll kind of be competing with one another. But this is one of the products that I wanted to pan this year. So I am just going to give myself a goal of finishing this primer up. That one will probably be in close to the end of the year. Then I rolled in my Dose of Colors lip gloss in the shade Happy Hour, which is actually a different shade than I thought it was. And this is definitely getting old in my collection, so I'm glad that this got rolled in, even though I feel like I'm currently trying to pan so many different glosses. But I think this one will be really beautiful for this time of year. The Dose of Colors lip glosses are definitely stickier and more opaque, so they're not always my favorite gloss formula. I'll have to let this settle, but I feel like I still have a lot of this left, and I did finish off a Dose of Colors lip gloss within the last like 5 to 6 months, and that thing literally was the never-ending lip gloss. I am still going to give myself a goal to finish this off. I feel like this is another one that might take me close until the end of the year, just because I am working on lots of lip glosses, and literally this is like the never-ending gloss. But that is gonna be my goal with that one. Next up, in my Z palette, I got shade 17. So I just like have my Z palette listed, numbers 1 to whatever. So I'm literally just gonna count like side to side until we get to number 17. So here is my Z palette. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay. I don't know how I feel about this. This is an old Makeup Geek eyeshadow. It's in the shade Backlight, and I like this shadow. I just don't know how I feel about like incorporating this into looks to a point where I could like pan this right now, which I know I could give myself just like a use goal, but I always feel like lame not trying to actually pan. Like, it's a beautiful shade. I just don't necessarily see myself using it all that often. Oh, what do I want to do? Do I want to do a use goal? I think I'm going to give myself a goal to pan this. And I'm going to see how the next month of use goes and know that I could potentially roll this out for the refresh next update. But if I feel like I'm making good progress, then we'll like continue forward. I feel like this could, I actually may end up, like I could really shear this out to be really neutral and like actually wear this to work, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm currently going to give myself a goal to pan that. And I might be filled with regret. And then finally, I rolled in the Rare Beauty Nearly Neutral Blush. This is not my favorite, and I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like I'm not excited about this. I'm going to give myself a goal of reaching for this, honestly, just 10 times, because I do really want to start to cycle through my blush collection. I have so many blushes in my collection. I feel like I've been so dedicated to the blushes that I've been trying to pan this year that I haven't done a good job of cycling through and rotating through my blush collection. So I would be happy, honestly, with 10 uses. It's a really wearable, more sheer blush, and I do feel like I could get some good use out of this. This might be something too where like I start to use this and like truly really fall in love with this, because this is kind of like, this is really like the vibe and aesthetic I've been into lately. And the last time I used this, I wasn't as into like this sort of like more neutral sheer vibe. So maybe I'll end up loving this. I actually am. I'm excited to just see how I'm feeling about this now, but I am just gonna give myself a goal of reaching for this 10 times and see where that puts us. But after after that, that is going to wrap up and conclude my whole collection project pan update for June. If you guys are participating in this project, let me know how it's going. I can't wait to watch everybody's updates. Let me know if you've recently hit pan on anything, whether or not you've been working on it in a project pan. I would love to hear from you guys in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for sticking around to watch today's video and for supporting my channel as you guys always do. I love you guys so much, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.